Welcome back to the Rome Empire Rules Today disc number 2. Now, if you don't have this disc number 1, see if you can't get it and watch it first. And then the second disc we're going to get into is going to shed tremendous amount of light that I did not share with you on the first disc. The Catholic Church picked up where Rome left off, where Nero of ancient Rome crucified Peter upside down for his Christian beliefs, and also the Holy Roman Empire, or the Catholic Church, Inquisition people who read the Bible or did not follow the doctrines of their church. And here you see the Inquisition going on of the burning of the feet. This looks like what we carry in the Olympics. The flame represents the sun Baal, which we'll get into more. This looks like a stocking we hang on our Christmas right above our fireplace at Christmas time. Here again you see they're drowning this guy in water. They fill his lungs up full of water as a form of torture. And as we scan across the page here, we'll see there's the crucifixion of Christ right here, because they worship death, and that's why they always depict Christ on a cross, is because they worship his death, not his resurrection or life. And that's why every time you see the Christ on a cross, you know what the real meaning is the Inquisition of all those who oppose the Roman Empire today. This is the pay scale of the Archbishop right here. The Catholic Archbishop paid the High Executioner. And here you see what they were paid for tearing apart and quartering by 4 horses. We could say that R represents dollars to make it simple. Yeah, you know, it's up here, the dollars and cents. But you could see here the tearing apart of quartering by 4 horsemen, the beheading as you cruise down, the burning alive, for breaking alive on the wheel, just on and on, all the different inquisitions that the executioners were paid. And you can see all the different things. For beheading and sticking the head on a pole, you got paid $3.26. And so you can see how disgusting this whole thing is. Here's a Protestant. Here you can see a man being 4-quartered for not reading this, for having the scriptures and reading it. And you can see nothing has changed over history. Here's a close-up of Christ being where they worship death and not life. Here's the Pope. He always carries his staff with him all the time. On Sunday, the Catholics did not want to kill their subjects by torturing them. They wanted to keep them alive just enough so they can burn them on Sunday. And all Catholics had to attend, and if not, they were considered a heretic, and they were also inquisitioned. Now we're going to fast forward it today, and nothing has changed. We have the Holocaust, and we'll get into the inquisitions that's going on all the way up till the present. Where did the word Holocaust derive from? Well, let's see here. In the Catholic Bible, this is what it says in Numbers chapter 29. And ye shall offer a holocaust. And if you look at the King James Version or any other Bible translation version, they all say, and ye shall offer a burnt offering. And so, as we look at Norm William Davis Jr., he points out that studying together, him and his Catholic friend, we found that the word Holocaust was used more than 150 times in the Catholic Bible, but never once in the King James or any other Bible translation. He says Noah Webster, the great linguist, scholar, who first gave us his famous dictionary in 1828, also published a very good translation of the Bible. He did not use the word Holocaust for burnt offering. Holocaust is a strange word used by both Christians and Jews describing what they characterize as Germany's final solution to the Jewish questions. Yet Holocaust has neither a Hebrew, Yiddish, German, or English origin, and its word that has a Greek origin meaning to be burnt whole. How that Greek word managed to get into the Hebrew translation of the Catholic Bible, I can only speculate. So here they're trying to understand where this word how they even got it from the translation of the different languages, and they can't figure that out. But as you go on to read down here in 2 Kings 23:10, the Bible uses the phrase passing through the fire of Moloch. This is the Holocaust that is an abomination, but is still a burnt offering to a god. Remember, regardless of whether the burnt offering is to the Almighty God or whether the Holocaust is for pleasure of the pagan god Moloch, it is a sacrifice. Holocausts are sacrifices. A burnt offering to Almighty God done by Israel was the sweet smell of cattle and sheep consumed on the altar. The Holocaust of the seed of the serpent was always the sacrifice of their own children, making them pass through the fire. Holocaust to Moloch. And so you can see that it also goes to what they do today at the Bohemian Grove in Northern California. If you haven't seen that tape, you need to see that also. This is in Numbers 29, and you can see the word Holocaust is used 150 times throughout the Catholic Bible. And you notice the Catholic Bible came out before the King James Version of the Bible, and nobody wanted the Catholic Bible for the fact that they knew that at one time you were killed for reading the Bible. So none of the Protestants even wanted to have anything to do with the Catholic's version of their version of the Bible. There's the word Holocaust, one example. It's interesting to note in their Catholic Bible here in chapter 17 of Revelations in their footnotes, it says the great city is Rome, and then it goes on, it says Babylon is a symbolic name of Rome, is geographically described as the great harlot, and here they are admitting that they are the great harlot. And then here it says the 7 hills of Rome, and if you cruise down a little bit, look at this, pretty fascinating. It says the beast is Nero, revive Nero, the beast, Rome to what? To regain power. Rome to regain power. And then as you go on here, check this out. At the end of the footnote,